First question for you out of the box. I saw you say this on Good Morning Football. I have not heard the theory behind this, but I'm wondering, what's the concept between the Dallas Cowboys and Long Island iced tea? What's that about, Kyle?
What a fair question to start this.
Thank you, Kyle.
It's August again, and so we put the Dallas Star on the show, and we say this is great, and Dak this, and they got a new receiver wearing 88, and it's very exciting, and they got a new coach this year, so it's great. But the Long Island iced tea thing is just, are the Cowboys just like a bunch of fancy ingredients? Like, I go to the bar sometimes, back when we used to go to bars, Rich, and I see the young lady or the young man, the bartender, wearing a CBGB shirt and a sweatband, and they've got about 12 bottles in between their knuckles pouring into one cocktail. And it just seems to be a lot of fancy ingredients and sweetener and bubbles and boozes. Is the drink really that good? Because in the end of it, you're still holding your hair back and throwing up in a gutter. I just know the Cowboys have a lot of fancy ingredients, but sometimes just the drink isn't that good. It's fancy every year, but I'm not necessarily ready to order it.
Right. So what is the ultimate determination on this subject matter, Kyle? Are they the Long Island iced tea? Do you believe yea or nay?
I think in the hands of a steady bartender who knows the right balance, then yes, it's a delicious drink. Because I guess the secret behind the Long Island, Rich, it's been a long time since I was a college freshman, but I think it just tastes delicious and goes down and you don't realize that you're hammered a few weeks into it. So if Mike McCarthy has the balance, I think they're a playoff team last year. I think their biggest mistake was not firing Jason Garrett. And you know, Rich, I say that as sharing an alma mater with Jason Garrett. I should be an apologist for Jason Garrett.
Yes.
I think they held on too long. And if they hadn't, I think they're a playoff team. If Mike McCarthy is the guy, that's great. But, Rich, they're never great. They're always just solid. Dak Prescott is a solid quarterback. Mike McCarthy is a solid hire. When are they going to be spectacular? We've been waiting 25 years for this.
You know, Kyle, here on the Rich Eisen Show, we consider solid a four-letter word. We do not. Solid is the so-called compliment you pay to somebody that does not deserve a compliment. When somebody says, you know what, that's solid, that's usually done in a very higher register voice, too. I don't believe it. So that's not a good compliment, saying that somebody's solid.
And there is an I in solid, Rich, and so it's not meant to be as a compliment, no.
So then
they haven't deserved one.
Pulling on this strand a little bit more, Kyle Brandt, does that make the Giants the fuzzy navel of the division? Or who's the Jello shot? You know, who's the Eagles?
I'm going to go. God, what a great question.
Thank you.
I'm going to go. They're more of a test tube shot. We should do one of those someday. Little thin, tall, but exciting as all hell.
Yes.
And the Saquon is, I think, the whipped cream garnish on the top.
Okay.
Because it's just not proven. And if you don't know test tube shots, I wouldn't suggest indulging, because 3 of them you might be on the floor. And we don't know what we're getting from these Giants.
Okay, very good. Hey, you watched all the way to the end. Thanks for that. Watch more right here.